Why does my hand hurt batoning? Ever notice how batoning a knife sometimes feels fine and other times your hand feels wrecked after just a few hits? That isn't random, that's a real reason for it. What you're feeling is shock transfer. When you baton, energy travels from the stick into the spine of the knife, down the handle, and straight into your hand. If that energy isn't absorbed by the wood or the knife, your hand absorbs it instead. On that note, you shouldn't really use a small knife to baton. Imagine the shock wave through that steel compared to a larger knife. Now, if you do this at about -20, -30, your knives are brittle. You will almost for sure break it trying to baton through wood. Get a larger knife than you'd think you'd need. Everyone needs to think of scenarios like that if you're going to be a knife guy and not an axe guy. And while maybe you should option for no jimping or fullers as well, that's another weak point for that type of work. If you still want a small knife, here are 7 steps to help with shock absorption. First, handle design. Handles with sharp edges, thin profiles, or aggressive finger grooves concentrate force into small pressure points. Rounder, thicker handles spread impact better and feel softer over time. Second, blade geometry. Thinner blades flex more when struck. That flex creates vibration, and vibration travels directly into your palm. Thicker spines and more rigid grinds tend to feel smoother because they resist flex. Fourth, your baton. Hard, dry wood hits sharper. Green or softer wood absorbs more impact. Hitting knots sends sudden shock spikes that your hand immediately feels. Fifth, the wood you're splitting. Straight grain splits clean and absorbs energy. Twist grain or binding wood sends the force right back into the knife and into you. 6. Grip tension. If you death grip the handle, you turn your bones into a solid shock path. A slightly relaxed grip lets your hand act like a shock absorber. And finally, fatigue. As your hand tires, nerves become more sensitive and muscles swell. A knife that felt fine earlier can suddenly feel brutal later. So if your hand hurts while batoning, it doesn't mean the knife is bad or you're doing it wrong. It means the impact energy had nowhere else to go. At the end of the day, it's because you have a little knife. No, seriously, the smaller the knife, the better the chance of that happening. And when that happens, your hands pay for it. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like.